I don't think there's been so much excitement for the opening up of a 400 square foot office in some time. So, but this is good. This is really good. It's obviously it's much more than an office and just symbolic of our collaboration that we have here. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Teclo Garcia. I'm the CEO of the Mission Economic Development Corporation. Thank you for being here. Welcome to our humble abode, the 55,000 square foot seed building. Thank you. We'll make this brief, but we do have some things to talk about this morning. Again, good morning. Thank you for being here. This is a great announcement of a collaboration that has been going on for some time, but this is a new aspect of this partnership that we have with South Texas College, and we're very grateful for it. I do want to welcome a few folks before we start. Certainly want to welcome the EDC board, who without this and without their leadership and vision, we would not be here at this time. So I'd like to welcome and say hello to Mayor Garza. Mayor, thank you for being here this morning. Really appreciate it. Impeccable timing, as just as we start here. Our EDC board president, President Richard Hernandez. As well as our other board members, Deborah Cordova. Deborah. Estela Sainz. Jose Vargas. And a gentleman that cannot say no to boards, Julian Alvarez. Yes, thank you for being here again. Thank you for your leadership, your time, and your dedication to this organization and to the community. We really appreciate that. There are other VIPs here as well. We'd like to mention a few, and I'm going to let Dr. Solis, when he comes up here, introduce his board and his team. But we'd just like to mention a few others, and there's many of you, so I apologize if we don't get to you. But we want to recognize Carlos Gutierrez, who's here with the office of Senator Juan Hinojosa. Carlos, thank you for being here as usual. Patrick Roberts, your boss is a little busy today. Thank you for being here from Congressman De La Cruz's office. Thank you very much. Lourdes Medrano, you are here from Sergio Munoz's office, House Representative. Thank you. Lourdel. Adrianelli Gomez, you're here from Senator Cruz's office. Thank you for being here as well. Like I said, there's many more, but again, I'll defer to Dr. Solis on some of those. But we're here to talk about this collaboration that we have for STC. Certainly not new. We've been collaborating on scholarships for many years, issuing millions of dollars of scholarships to mission residents. That's one way. But I recall about a year ago now, Dr. Solis, you and Dr. Rodriguez had come over. We were going to talk about the scholarship program. And we had a meeting in this conference room here, and we had waters and sodas out. And Dr. Solis reminded us that wasn't good enough. That he needed coffee, he needed bread, he needed something to go with the meeting. And so we went over and got some coffee, and on the way out, he noticed that UTRGV's office was here. And Dr. Solis pulled me aside, and he said, "Hey, what are they doing here?" And I said, "Well, they're doing the Small Business Development Center, right?" And he goes, "Well, I need an office here, and I need it closer to the front of the building than this office." And at that time, I didn't have an answer for him. So I said, okay. But soon, not too many months later, magically, an office appeared toward the front of the building, and we were able to accommodate STC. But in all seriousness, it was something that we really wanted to do. I know Mayor has asked us to to seek and get more partnerships, and we did with UTRGV. Thank goodness they're in the building, but STC was a component that we've been trying to figure out how to partner with them, and this is a good way. And so this office, and I'll let Dr. Solis explain more, but it's about offering apprenticeship levels, certificates, and other things that our workforce really needs. And we want to develop our workforce. We have to do these partnerships. We're not an education provider, STC is. And the three kind of pillars that we work off of here at the EDC is we're here to create jobs, we're here to find opportunities for investment, and we're here to enhance the workforce. And so those are what we're working off of, and this is a great opportunity for us to do that, to increase our skill level and readiness, to attract the employers that Mission really truly deserves to recruit, so we can provide jobs for Mission and the area, not just for this city. So it's a great opportunity for us to do that, and I can't say, I can't be more grateful to the STC and their leadership for really wanting to do this, and this is a great facility to do it in. Again, thank you to STC, thank you to our board, and with that, I'll leave it to Dr. Solis to finish up the comments. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Teclo. And wow, what a great momentous occasion, celebrating workforce and, of course, embracing what education is all about. And I'm certainly impressed that we started right on time, maybe a minute late, but I did tell Teclo, we need to wait. Your mayor is not here yet. And he said, no, we don't wait for anybody. That's what he said. I said, okay, all right, then we'll start. And anyway, with that said, thank you, Teclo, for your comments. We're so impressed of this facility. And yes, I do remember when we were here 2 years ago, and I think I just arrived here before, a few months before that, and this is what an impressive place. And yes, I do remember you seeing that other college. I didn't say what are they doing. I said, who are they? I never heard of them. But then I'm so glad that we're here in the front, and that's what we're talking. We're talking about education today, and that is what I just came out of a great. A meeting, a seminar, a conference that we had on apprenticeships. I know later on in the conference there's going to be a little bit of discussion about the apprenticeships and the purpose, but that is the cutting edge. Even though they've been around for over a century, this is what we're seeing now, the trend that really is applicable to the most relevant education. And let me tell you, unequivocally, STC is providing the most relevant, the latest, up-to-date, state-of-the-art education that is needed for our students. That is what it's all about. The students today now are a different breed that we've seen, especially after the pandemic. And the expectations are immediacy. They want to see relevancy. They want to see return on their investment. And this is why we're seeing a big trend of all types of students. We're seeing a lot of older students, a lot of returning students, a lot of students with degrees already, but realizing that they want an opportunity in a field where they can see that they can really stick out, where they can really earn something that they really feel that they belong to in a high demand, high wage area. And this is what STC does. This is what STC is all about in providing these relevant careers. And we're very excited about that. And in fact, today here I have a great show here with the ones behind all this. This is the visionaries, the trustees of South Texas College. And I would like to introduce, we have three here today, beginning with our Vice Chair, Mr. Paul Rodriguez. And then we have two trustees. We are a large institution, and we cover the entire valley. Of course, by that I mean Hidalgo and Starr County from both ends. From the Mid-Valley, we have a trustee here covering that area here, and that's the whole northern part of West Loco, Mercedes, and so on. We have here Mr. Danny Guzman. And then we have one of the most, fastest growing areas, the most impactful regions in Hidalgo, Western Hidalgo. And we're fortunate that we have a trustee that covers that entire region. And that is Ms. Victoria Cantu. Thank you. So as you can see at STC, we're always cognizant of wanting to cover the needs of this entire region. What an exciting time, especially what's taking place today with the rapid growth of technology, innovation, AI, and of course we're going to continue seeing this. And then being right on the border, what's taking place with the latest trends, with commerce, with our largest trading partner, Mexico. And I'm glad that Mission is been very, very diligent in having these relationships with Mexico and the different partners. And we're going to see a lot more growth here, especially with the advent of the opening of the commercial services of the bridge of the Ansalduas. And this is what STC is really looking forward to prepare even more training in those areas, in the technical, and the logistical, and the warehousing, all the computer related. We're going to see even more growth opportunities for the workforce in the region. And this is for the entire Mission and all the Western Hidalgo. Very exciting times. I also wanted to point out, I think I saw the new superintendent. Where is she earlier? There she is. Please stand up for Elaine Howard, the school superintendent there. She started, I believe, just a month ago. Is that correct here? Anyway, and for Sherryland, I'm sorry, I need to say. And of course, that's the neighbors with Mission. Very great to have several school districts here, and it's very exciting that STC continues growing in this area, especially in the technical areas, and this is what we're expanding, but in this region, also with the dual credit. We've seen an incredible growth. There's our Dean of Dual Credits as well, because that is where the growth of opportunity that we didn't have several years ago, that our students now, many are, and we see it increasing, are graduating high school with not only with many credits and semesters, but actually with a 2-year degree. We're seeing that increase. But anyway, today, of course, we're commemorating again not only the office, but a very big component, and we had a great discussion on the apprenticeships. And what a great program that was put together by our administrative, by our provost, and by our dean, Sara and Anahid. Thank you for doing this. And of course, I was very impressed about the amount of people that were there and wanted to learn about this from the different areas. Region 1, I know they were here as well, and I know they're still here from somewhere, but then they're over there. And then we have, of course, many other areas. And thank you for coming, because this is going to continue growing, these type of programs. And I know, okay, with that, I'm not going to go into any other details, but I know we have a brief presentation or talk by our dean. Are you going to go ahead? Talking about briefly about the apprenticeships and the courses. This is very unique. It's very new, and it continues changing. But the way I put it, this is basically earn while you learn. What a great opportunity to have that. And this is in many fields, in the technical fields all the way to the medical and to the health and the nursing fields that STC now has embarked on. And it's a great opportunity for our students. So we're looking forward to continue innovating and transforming this region. And again, thank you very much. And I have Dr. Carlos Margo, please. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Solis, and good morning to everybody. Carlos Margo, I serve as a dean for the Center for Advanced Training and Apprenticeships at South Texas College, based out of the technology campus. And what we do is we offer hundreds of different type of customized training programs, and these are tailored programs specifically for business and industry. And actually not just business and industry anymore. This is also for a lot of high school students, unemployed individuals who want to earn credentials in a short time frame. We also work closely with our academic counterparts to make sure that our students get the best of both worlds. They want a credential with us, we encourage them to keep going and get their associate degree on the credit side, and vice versa. If there's somebody in construction on the academic side, we encourage them to get a certification with us. Our goal is lifelong learning for our students, whether it's short-term training, short-term courses, apprenticeships, as Dr. Solis was mentioning, and we just got done with one of our several apprenticeship seminars which we're conducting across the region to educate employers, business and industry leaders on the benefits of registered apprenticeship programs and the benefits to employers and the apprentices themselves. I mean, stats will tell you that if you start off with young apprentices in your workplace, the chances are they're going to stay. And you're going to have reduced turnover. You're going to have increased productivity. You'll have long-term employees. If you treat them well, you start training them, you mentor them from the very beginning. We at the college will provide the theoretical classroom instruction. You as employers provide the mentorship and on-the-job learning opportunities. And that's what our session was about this morning. We had a great turnout. Thank you, Dr. Petrosian. And on behalf of Academic Affairs and our Economic Development Division, led by Dr. Petrosian, I do want to thank the Mission EDC, City of Mission, DECLO, for the opportunity for us to be here, to have a presence here, because as I mentioned before, we're about lifelong learning, continuous education. And the intent is, whether you're a youth, an adult, retiree, it's never too late to learn. Never too late to learn, to unlearn and relearn. And that's the key right now in today's workforce of the 21st century. We have to be able to look at the new advancements in technology and learn, and drop old habits and start learning learn from new opportunities. And it doesn't matter the age. We have courses that when we have programs where we have students that are older, younger, and everywhere in between. But what this offers us here in Mission is an opportunity to expand our services. And anytime we're able to expand our presence in the community, get closer to business and industry, get closer to the community at large, it's a good day for South Texas College, and it's a good day for our department in our Center for Advanced Training, continuing in workforce education, our law enforcement. And those are the areas that we're going to have more of a presence here at this center. And I know, thank you, DECLO, for offering to give the grand tour of our one office afterwards. It's got great lighting. It has a landline, I think. It's not just about the office. We just came and we have access to conference rooms, board rooms, the classrooms, the labs. That's what's really impactful for us. We need the space to be able to reach out to community, and this is what this facility does. Not so much the office, but the actual lab space. We had over 30 people in our room just about an hour ago. 2 weeks ago, we had an artificial intelligence program here, free of charge, offered to the community. We had a great turnout also for that, and that's what we're going to continue doing. Reaching out to the community, offering what we can here at the college, courses such as Spanish for the workplace, entrepreneurship, small business development, business writing, customer service, you name it, we can offer it here. Something a little bit more technical, if you need robotics, it probably has to be done in our technology campus due to the emphasis on robotic equipment and lab necessities for the program. But I do want to say that this definitely gives us an opportunity to expand our services, get closer to business and industry and the community. And if we can be of further service, please do not hesitate to reach us. Again, speaking on behalf of the Division of Academic Affairs and Economic Development, we're now together with our non-credit, which includes continuing education, Center for Advanced Training, law enforcement, all in one division with continuous support to serve the community, to serve you, and do what we can to customize our program specifically for your needs as a community and business community. Thank you.
Another kind of thing that you're in the valley, the sounds from the grill are almost louder than the people talking here, and you can smell it too, so that's really good. So I won't keep you very long, but I just want to mention a few other things before we go. Just want to follow up on STC's thoughts about collaboration, innovation, and working together for the community. That's so, so important, and yes, we've said it, but I think it's worth reiterating that that's what we're here for. This 55,000 square foot building, with the classrooms, we have about 24 tenants in here, including a social media marketing firm that's very innovative. We've got an architectural firm in here whose 5 technicians or techs that work in there with them are from STC. You met them the last time you were here. So imagine that, an architectural firm that has 5 STC graduates working in there. And that's really great. I think there's a program, Carlos, that we have, and I can't imagine why it hasn't been more popular, but the apprenticeship with 5x5 in the brewery, right? That's another program that we have. Mr. Alvarez, you at the state level know about these apprenticeship programs, and I know you believe in them, and we're just trying to follow up on that to create more jobs and get people well-paying jobs here in Mission. This building, with the help of and the leadership of our board, has kind of been our signature facility here in Mission, and we have all sorts of groups. We had Apple in here several weeks ago conducting classes. Our police department, really it's a second home for them in terms of their training. The TFA is here, and I don't know, Judge John, they've been a client from the very beginning, and a tenant, and they do all their briefings and orientations here. IDEA is here as well. IDEA, they're all over the place, but thank you. And you do a lot of your trainings and gatherings here as well. In addition, RGV Lee is here. I know Millie is here with RGV Lee. She's having a little side conversation over there, but I mentioned her. But we're so happy that they're here as well. COSTEP, which is an economic development. Rafa, thank you for being here, for what you and your group do. So you can see some of the groups that we have in here that make this more than just a building. Right, and that's what really counts. Well, as Carlos said, more than just an office, more than just a building. Mayor, you know that's what we strive to do here, to provide the community this. Thank you again for y'all's leadership and innovation and ideas to move this kind of story forward. Rodney, Dr. Rodriguez, thank you for being here as well. Really appreciate you. And I'm trying to see if I have missed anybody, but Laura, you were here when the building wasn't even finished. Remember we did the tour? This is like 8 years ago. And so this building has been around for some time, and we just want to keep growing it, keep increasing the programs that we have here, and let it be a resource for everyone in the region. Superintendent, welcome. Thank you for being here. We look forward to collaborating with you as well. So thank you, everyone. Again, we have food. We have fellowship. We've got a lot of people here, and this is a great networking event. And thanks for being here. And we hope to see you soon here in the building and using it in all sorts of ways. Thank you.